Well, this chapter was just full of fan service and extreme comedy. Gotta say, I liked it. Of course, the female fan service was a plus, but also this showed some movements that really created that kind of comedy I did not expect from those kind of characters. And let me just say, I like to see that. At least that finally confirmed something, partially. Either way, most people have reached the summit. Of course, some have not. So, I mean, too late. So they're gonna do it later. And then they see the hot spring, which is basically a bubbling water in a little hole, so to speak. So of course, there's no separation. So Sol creates an earth magic pole to divides them, and then we get the first beautiful picture of all the beautiful ladies. Although most of this is Barbie doll anatomy. Although I think they're causing the excuse that the smoke is covering up their naughty bits. Although it's clear that Melio are the one I think with the hugest tits. While Sol, well, when she sees the Captain Rose, she just blushes and have a nosebleed. So what? You're telling me she really is a lesbian? Oh, who knows? But Melly Leo, she is clearly the brasher one. Drinks alcohol, is so happy about all this, but of course, Captain Rose do not want to, because, well, we all know what happened last time she drank alcohol. Technically, it wasn't really that long ago, but you get my picture. And she's naked too, so yeah. We can only guess what would have happened. The guys would have had so much nosebleed, I think they would have covered the entire pool, hot spring pool, red. Of course, Sol washes Noelle's hair, although Noelle does not want that willingly. It's pretty fun to see Noelle in that side. She's being a pretty adorable one. And strangely enough, for the first time, Sol actually praises a man, saying something like she wished that Juno would have joined their squad. That was one of the only times she has ever praised a man. I'm actually kind of surprised she would. As I said before, is she lesbian or is she bi? Or even if she, whoever she was, it's clear though she prefers women over men. Of course, Charlotte just faints in the hot spring when she begins to wonder, thinking of Ajami and his muscular body. As I said before, this chapter is so full of comedy. The other comedy is when Melly once again shows to be a little bit of a big sister type, and saying that once again Noelle reminds her of her mother. I mean, Melly sees Noelle's mother into Noelle. And of course, we all know the tragedy. The Steel Princess, as she was known as, died giving birth to Noelle, which is just one of the many things her family blame her for. So she does not know anything about her mother, nor do any of the other elves talk about her. So, well, Melaleo actually explains that she who was undefeated never could ever win against her. And it seems though we may have gotten some hints on where Nozel, was that the oldest brother, has his magic from, because she was known as the Steel Princess. And she seemed to use some kind of mercury-like steel magic. Ashia Silver, as she was known as. That was her name. And we see a small picture of Ashia Silver, which is Noelle's mother. And yeah, of all of the Silver siblings, Noelle resembles her the most. Once again implying that we may get some very nice step towards redeeming the Silver family through Noelle. After that, Melio praises her mother, saying she was captivated by her strength and beauty, but also because, well, Noelle, with crude magic manipulation, someone who's not as sophisticated identified as them, is pretty rare. But Melio says she says to Noelle to surpass her mother, because she is similar to her mother. She needs to surpass her. So yeah, she's being a little cool sister type there, and that's very nice. Elsewhere on the man's side, well, Leo just burns hot with anger because, well, you know, you know, you know, is being so very cool. That's the second most funniest thing. And of course, Asta saying he just hates losing. He never acts as cool. Elsewhere, the guys, as well, Yuno protects the heat with his min magic, and well, Leo burn hot. And the most fun, the most fun line in this chapter is Yami who says, "Let's go peep at the women's bath." Contrary to belief, people, I did not expect Yami to say that. I mean, sure, he has says he's like strong women, but Yami is sometimes very difficult to read. I mean, that's the problem. He's sometimes difficult to read, even though he is extremely straightforward. I mean, he will literally. I mean, his established character moment is one of the best and funniest ones in a while. I mean, Asta just bumped into him, and what did he say? "You wanna die, boy?" If that doesn't establish a complex character, I don't know what. Of course, so it's Yami who says that. And she he justifies it by saying, "You are born man, and you have to take something, even if it's just your life on the line." And he also asks Juno, but Juno just passes. Of course, Yami does not like that and chokes his head, which of course Juno is being like, I'm not the type of character. And for the first time ever, with all these stoic moments, a lot of people can misunderstand Juno's character. Hell, even I was close to doing that. So, and it's only get worse when Yasta says, "Don't pay any attention, Captain. He has only bathed with men ever since he was a kid." And for the first time, even though he doesn't lose his cool face, Juno says, "Aster, quit saying like that as some kind of misunderstanding." They even love shaded that. That's the fifth funniest thing. And of course, Leo says like, his brother never peeped a woman because, well, he was dignified. But Yami just says like, "Don't group yourself with the hot-blooded king of seriousness. Aren't you gonna surpass him?" So the guys decides they're gonna do it. However, Aster is the one who shuts them up when he refuses to go peek on the kids because, well, I mean, sorry, that was the wrong words. Girls. And why? Because he has given his heart towards the sister of his orphanage. And of course that shut downs all the guys because, well, Asta is the true man. A true man is the one who peep at the ladies, I agree. But another true man is also the one who is dignified and has his heart towards one lady. But once again, that one line from Aster is actually kind of annoying. He's giving his heart to that sister and sister alone. Yeah, that's extremely noble. Can someone just hit him on the head and say, "Give up already"? But yeah, the very fact that he even managed to stop Jami in his track with those words is kind of fun. Although they may very actually have misunderstand his actions. Asta is the kind of guy who deeply misunderstanding. But yeah, this was basically as a chapter of comedy and fan service. A very wonderful situations and some heartwarming moments, especially when Melio, even though she does have those big breasts, still gives Noelle a lightly jab on the forehead and saying, "You must surpass her." So yeah, so one of the this is also one of the times we actually see Noelle in a little. I mean, we have many times seen Noelle in a little bit adorable state, but this one she has that little more cute Mo face. I like those kind of girls most in anime and fiction. But yeah, for the first time ever, we got some hints of this Ashia Silver, the mother of Noelle, and she really does look like Noelle, especially from that picture. She seems, since she seems also to be a little bit more like the hothead one. Maybe the second. No, let's see here. Noelle inherited her good looks. Nozel, the eldest, most certainly inherited the magic. The second son most certainly inherited her hot bloodness because she seems to be dancing on the field. The oldest daughter, though, what did she inherit? Not so exactly sure. Maybe the beauty? I mean, then again, I feel Noelle is much cuter than her. Who knows? Yeah, all in all, this was a long review for what was basically a fan service and comedy chapter. But they also made a note that the training arc has ended. Oh, the arcs in Black Clover are pretty fast. What awaits us next? No idea. However, do give me your thought what you thought about all this, besides the fan service, of course.